I'm going to do the Capricorn weekly energy reading for the 20th to the 26th, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. All right, what do we got going on this week? Challenges, Ace of Swords. What does Capricorn need to look at? The Devil. Energies coming in this week, Page of Swords. All right. What is this Ace of Swords? Why is this a challenge? Is it a challenge to find a solution to something? What else does this have to deal with? Bridges. Working something out. What does Capricorn need to look at? The Devil and the staircases. Energy coming in, moving on from negativity. Love that, right? Okay. What else do we have? So you're trying to figure out, you're having trouble trying to figure out a solution on how to bring something together, how to work something out, right? How to get past something. What is this? Communications, feelings, reaching out, emotions. I feel like you want to reach out to someone that you want to express something. I feel that you're angry about something. Something's made you mad. Something's made you angry. Something that you want to reach out to somebody. And I feel like you want to start, you either want to start on a new, you want to start on a new direction. I feel like you want to go on your own path. You're either trying to work something out, or you're angry about something and you want to move on. You want to reach out to somebody and you want to tell them that you're ready to move on. You're ready to move away. I feel like you're hurt by what it is that they had to say. I feel like you found out something. Something's exposed to you. Something's brought to your attention, and something's brought to light. But I also feel like sometimes when these things happen, we have to realize that even though this is something hard, or this is something frustrating, or this is something that has happened, I feel like that door is closing, but it's opening up another door. I feel like the Capricorn represents you coming into your own power, but I also feel like it's kind of being surrounded by some toxic energy because we have the Five of Swords here, right? Because Five of Swords is that you're letting what other people have to say affect you. That you're letting what they have to say get in your way. You're letting what that has to say bother you. But this person's turned away, right? He's collected all of his swords and he's like, you know what? I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'm going to focus on what makes me happy. I'm going to be guided by my own star, by my own direction. That you don't want to lose hope in something, right? That losing hope and faith in something. And I feel like with this future energies, it's like you're walking away from the negativity, right? Change. There's change coming in for you. I love it. Look at this. Six of Wands. Success and victory. Rising above a situation, and that now that you've stepped away from the situation, that you're able to look back in and say, you know what? Even though I was struggling with trying to work something out, right? That you're trying to work something out. You're trying to bridge the gap. You're trying to reach out to somebody. You're trying to get through to somebody. But they're not listening and they don't want to hear it. And you're like, you know what? I don't want to deal with this anymore. I don't want to surround myself with this anymore. I want to be my own star. I want to be my own guiding light. I want to come into my own power, and I want to do my own thing. And I see all these flames coming out and the muscles on his stomach. I feel like that represents strength and your own power and your own passion. I feel a weakness over here, but also a frustration over here. That you're tired of trying to make the effort. You're tired of trying to make something work out, and that person doesn't want to fix it. They don't want to work on it. They don't want to bridge the gap. Sometimes we have those situations and we have those relationships where we're trying and trying and trying, right? We're trying to give all of our effort for whatever reasons that we have for doing that. But then it's like, okay, you finally realize, right? Hey, what's most important? That I keep trying and this person isn't giving back. This person isn't reciprocating. This person doesn't want to work on it. So why should I waste my effort? Why should I put all the effort into it? Why should I be the one doing all the work? And I feel like that's why this comes in, is because you're like, I'm not dealing with this anymore, right? I'm walking away from this. I'm working on my own path. I'm doing my own thing. I'm not going to let this situation bog me down. I'm going to let that go. I'm going to focus on my own treasure chest, right? I'm going to focus on what's important to me. All right, so what do we have surrounding? Poised. You're ready to go. You're poised and you're ready to go. It's like right before, like I'm seeing like the starting gate, right? Like the doors are getting ready to open to run down the track, or either you're in position or you're at the swimming starting position, and then you're poised, you're ready to go. That's what I feel like. You're like ready to go, and it's like, now what do I do? Where do I go? I'm ready to move on from here. We have soulmates, and then we have deep knowing. We have the owl, which represents wisdom. I feel like the soulmate is having that connection within yourself and looking out for yourself, right? That it's doing those things that are important for you. We have enlightenment, moving forward. I love that. That's what I feel this reading is an enlightenment to yourself, and an enlightenment to what is going around, and that you're struggling so hard to find this solution, and you're struggling so hard to figure things out. But the reality is something different than what you were seeing, right? You have that deep knowing that, hey, this just isn't going to work out, and I've got to make a choice here. I've got to make a decision here. I've got to go after what's important to me. I have to choose what is important for me, right? That enlightenment to move forward. And then we have returning, going with the flow. I feel like it's going with the flow is the wheel here, where things become easier, things become lighter. It's like I feel like you're banging your head up against a wall over here, that you keep trying to do something that isn't going to happen, and you realize, okay, that's not going to happen. I'm putting myself in this frustrated, toxic energy because I keep trying so hard. And over here with this energy that wants to come in, it's like relief, right? I kind of feel like you have this realization because we have that looking back. We have that looking back, and it's like, wow, I've really gone through a lot, right? And I'm really proud of myself for making the move and changing things up. Angel of love. Angel of love, I feel, is that love that you have for yourself, to make your decisions, to not keep yourself in energy that frustrates you. We have rest and rejuvenation, and I feel like that goes with here with the Seven of Pentacles, is taking that rest and rejuvenate and to recharge yourself, right? And to make those choices that are best for you, and not surround yourself in those energies that you feel are dragging you down. I feel like it's a real big realization this week. I almost feel like you're kind of poised at the beginning of the week, and you're like, okay, something's going to change. You feel something's going to happen this week. Something's going to come to light this week, right? And enlightenment. And enlightenment is like learning about something, something being exposed, something that is presented to you, and kind of that light bulb goes off, right? And it's like, oh, now I get it, right? Now I get it. Now I understand. I see that this isn't working. I've got to focus on what does work for me, and ready for that change, and this lightness that comes around you. And I love that, because I feel very heavy energy right within here, but over here I feel this lightness, especially with the wheel and then the Six of Wands. Even though there's this Page of Swords, it's like you're ready to handle those difficult things, right? Those difficult situations, that can be the Page of Swords. It's like, okay, I'm ready to handle this. I'm ready to, right? My ship has sailed, and it's away from this energy over here, because you don't want to deal with it. All right, I'm going to get some of my charms, and I'm going to put some of these out because I really love my charms. Ooh, we got a whole pile here. We have the crown, which I feel represents power, right? It's power to accept change, and power to be your own boss. We have the cross, which represents faith and that belief that your treasure chest is going to open. We have the little the little safety pin here, which I feel represents, for some reason, I was thinking this was a diaper pin, right? That's what I thought of. Of course, I guess I'm kind of aging myself, right? When you had to use diapers you had to use pins to put the diapers together for babies, gosh, or if you do cloth diapers, we had to do that. But I felt like that represents birth. To me, I feel like it represents young and new beginnings, right? New starts, because that's what a baby represents. We have the witch's hat, and I feel like it's the witch's hat. Power. For some reason, that's what I'm feeling when I see the power, right? We have the key. The key, what is the key? The key landed on here. The key is not dealing with not letting what other people have to say affect you, right? The key is to not let that get to you, to not let that bother you. I feel like it's been affecting you for a while. We have beautiful, which we have here, and that can represent that power within yourself. And then we have the star here, and I also feel like that's that guidance and that direction. We have the dove, which represents freedom, and then we have imagine. Imagine. Don't stop yourself from imagining reaching your goals, right? Imagine what it is ever you want to imagine. If this energy over here is stopping you from imagining, right, and being free and going after your dreams and achieving your goals, right? If this energy is stopping you from doing that, you have to free yourself from that, right? You have to free yourself from that, and to imagine whatever you want to have happen will happen, and putting yourself in that energy. Imagine yourself breaking free from this energy. Enlightenment, moving forward. I definitely feel that you're moving forward this week. I feel that it's going to be mentally exhausting, though, because this is something that I feel has been building up. And this week I feel like something's revealed to you, but I feel like it's this freedom, right? Imagine the dove and then beautiful, this freedom here. Putting things together, because that's what these do, right? These pins, you're pinning something together. You're putting things together. You're putting all the pieces together. That's what I feel life is like taking all the different pieces in the situations and putting them all together and piecing them all together, but seeing what doesn't work, so cut that out. What does work, focus on that and be driven towards that, right? And to accept the change. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.